Buckets and boards. I'm Passport T. Let's get right into it. Yesterday was the big day. It was the trade deadline. Lakers, Dallas, Suns all made big moves. The Lakers went out and got Mo Bamba. They went and got D'Lo. The Mavericks went out and got Kyrie Irving the other day. The Suns snagged KD. Man, when D'Lo and Kyrie came off the board, I'm like, oh my God, Clippers, what are you doing? We need a point guard, and always in the clutch. Jerry West, Lawrence Frank, they came up huge to save the day. They didn't have the big splashes like the other teams, but they got solid guys at the end of the trade deadline. They got Bones Highland from the Denver Nuggets, who is a young 22-year-old point guard that's solid. His range is crazy. He can shoot it from 30 feet deep, and he shoot it at a 40% clip, 41% from the floor. He plays about 19 minutes a game, and he puts up like 13 points. The kid is solid. I advise anybody to go look at his highlights. He's an excellent ball player, especially for the future when you can have a backcourt like him and Terrence Mann. Him at the point, Terrence at the two. In the future, man, he's going to be really, really solid. But he can come in right now and contribute to the squad right now. Like I said, he can get you 13 points a game. Eric Gordon is always solid. He brings perimeter shooting. He brings a veteran presence. He drives to the cup actually better than John Wall. I know that's hard to believe, but go check the metric. He gets to the cup better than John Wall by a little bit. And he brings much better shooting than John Wall. He's a smarter player than Reggie Jackson. So I'm not mad about, them having to will and deal to get rid of Reggie to bring in Eric Gordon. That's cool with me too. The one thing I didn't want was Luke Kennard getting out of here, man. Luke was one of my guys. Luke can hit it from anywhere on the floor, but he was more of a spot-up shooter. Now, Eric Gordon can give you three-point shooting, but also he can get to the cup, better than Luke Kennard, and he plays better defense than Luke Kennard. The young kid, Bones Highland, he doesn't play he plays point guard well, but he doesn't play defense, at a really, really high level. They're going to have to work with him on that, and let him know the Clippers are a defensive-oriented team, and you're going to have to get on board. But the one thing I like about the kid is he's under contract for a couple more years, so they have a chance to develop him, as well as playing him right now. I don't think he's a guy that you're just going to bring in and just put him on the bench. No, he has the ability to get significant minutes because he could actually distribute the basketball, and he gets to the cup very well, and he can shoot the deep ball. So he could play actually right now. It's the pat on Marcus Morris, but here's the big thing that's going around right now. Everybody keeps hollering about Russell Westbrook, saying that Utah is not really going to use him, so they're looking to buy him out, and they keep hearing rumblings. The Clippers need to pull him off of, the buyout. And I'm like, oh my God. To be honest, I'm not trying to upset you Russell Westbrook fans, but I do not want Russell to come into the Clippers locker room. Not that I have anything against him personally. Russell is a friend of, I have family members that Russell is kin to, if you understand what I mean. So it's nothing personal against Russell. I like him, man. I like his aggressiveness, but in my personal opinion, I think it's his mentality. Russell views himself as still being a starter in this league. And I don't think he could start with the Clippers. He has to come off the bench. Now, if you bring him in, he has to come off the bench. But what is it going to do? It's going to make Terrence Mann sacrifice his minutes. It's going to make Norman Powell sacrifice his minutes. It's going to make Eric Gordon sacrifice his minute. And at that state, I don't want it. I absolutely do not want Russell Westbrook in this locker room. And if he doesn't get significant amount of time, what's going to happen? He's going to start to be a cancer in the locker room. I state again, it's nothing personal, but he's going to deteriorate the locker room. So for me, I say stay away from Russell Westbrook. You know what I mean? And just build off of the guys that you brought in. Eric Gordon, Bones, and the one thing that I think really saved the day was Mason Plumlee. We got the big man that we needed on this squad. You know, you heard rumblings for the last week or so about bringing Hartenstein back, but you filled the void with Plumlee. He's the same thing as Hartenstein, if not a little better. He's a veteran guy, and I think he can play at the same level of Zubac, if not better. So I think we saved the day with what we did, yesterday at the deadline. So hats off to Lawrence Frank, hats off to Jerry West. They came through in the clutch. I think we did a solid move. But in my personal opinion, stay the H away from Russell Westbrook. But that's all I really got on this video. You guys subscribe to my Instagram, Buckets and Boards. Subscribe to the Twitter, Buckets_boards. And I'm Passport T. This has been another video from Buckets and Boards, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.